What's up, you guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are back in the studio and I have gotten something else in the mail that's very exciting. I know you're gonna be excited about this. We have got here a package from China. I guess that doesn't say much because everything is from China. And hey, did you notice I'm actually opening this? You guys see this in this camera? Oh yeah, Fatshark Bytefrost. I'm probably not going to do a build video unless people really want to see this. It just takes a lot of time to do build videos, and I'd rather just focus, get the build done, and then show you guys. So I'll probably just install it. So we got here some stickers. I really like that. Maybe a cloth. I love that also. So here's the stuff. Here is the module right here. We have a run cam. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this is made specifically for this product. It says it is the Racer HD for HD0, which I assume is this. And I like that. Fatshark will listen to the community and they will take your feedback and implement it. They will do the best they can. And sometimes that's what counts. So here's the monitor. It's not that big, you guys. It's like a phone. You know, like an iPhone Max or something, you know? It's pretty light. I like that. I wonder if you can feed an HDMI into this somehow, because that would be very cool. That'd be very useful. There is the control board here and some cables. Pretty simple stuff. This is the power case, and I need to put some batteries in. So let me put some batteries in. Let me come back real quick. Okay, so I don't have any antennas. I need to put some antennas in here as well. So I need to do that. All right, 1 second. All right, so I have actually, I've got some batteries charging to put in here. So I'm just gonna go through the wiring. So it comes with 2 cables, 3 cables actually. So let's figure out what this is for, because of course there's no manual, because this is a beta product. We've got some antennas on here. I just need some adapters to put this on, but I could just throw this on here like this. So let's do that. So eventually I would like to just have all 4 antennas pointing in one direction. I'm hearing that the power is at 450 milliwatts. So the patch antennas are definitely going to help with that. So we got 3 wires here. I was looking at this, and I think this is the lead that goes to our run cam, and then this one goes to the Bytefrost. I also noticed there are solder points, so I'm assuming that this is if you don't either have this cable, or if you just want to solder directly from one of your cameras. This pretty much looks like a normal camera. So any normal analog camera, I assume, will just you'll be able to solder it right in. So you won't even need this camera, I'm assuming. You're probably just going to be able to just solder it right in here, which is actually really nice if you don't want to upgrade too many things. This again was created with the community in mind, and with this kind of transition period happening. Right, they recognize that not everybody has the funds to immediately just jump into HD. So, and it's also like uncharted territory, right, for everybody. So they're just kind of feeding you a few pieces at a time. They're also working with other companies. Obviously, they're keeping it open. That's sort of what the FPV community is about. Everything is open source. Let's just read off the pins here, because you guys probably can't see this. So the top, it says it takes from 8 to 28 volts. So you're gonna have to power this off of a minimum 9 volt to 6S. Oh, so you can put 6S straight in here. So that's really nice. That's something that the DJI doesn't have. So all you 6S guys can just plug straight in. I just wired the power into this quad. Everything is connected properly. I've got the camera that it came with, which is the Runcam 0. So this little connector here is for changing your channels on the one button, and the other button is to change the settings on your Runcam, and that will control your, I believe, your OSD. So if you have things like voltage, stuff like that, I'm guessing, I haven't checked yet, but I'm assuming that that's what you can change, because I saw when I turned it on you could access all that stuff. But let me show you the screen here. So let's turn it on. It has a nice Bytefrost logo here. You can see it right here. Yep. Yep. And the first thing it does is it goes into the scanning menu. On air, I believe that means you can see who's up. There's an HQ channel, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a low Q channel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm assuming there's 2 bands ish, something like that. There's a toggle button up here, and then a channel selection button, so you can change channels. Now, what I figured out is if you go up, it'll just kind of go into the scanning menu. If you go down, nothing happens. Okay. If you go to the right, it goes into the channel, and then you can, I think you can, if you have a SD card, you should be able to start recording here. And up here it shows your RSSI, your channel, and I believe that would be the recording runtime and the SD card. So it should show you that it's recording up there when you do that. If you go to the left, so it goes into the settings. So movie quality, let's see here, super fine and fine. I think this is the DVR. So format SD card, HDMI format, 4:3 or 16:9. Record mode auto. I'm assuming that means maybe when it arms, it'll start recording. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Or it's maybe like the DVRs in our Fatsharks, where as soon as you turn it on, it starts rolling. Once it starts getting some kind of a signal, it'll start rolling. That's probably what it is. Channel extension. Not sure what that is about. Okay, so the product name is Bytefrost, the manufacturer is Fatshark, wireless protocol is HT0, and this is the firmware. It's like everything's on beta, everything is brand new. So when you press down from this, it seems like, no, sorry, you go down from here, it'll go into the DVR, so you can play back your files. So the toggle goes up and down and left and right. So it's whatever button it is, you go left, right, up and down, you'll see what that button corresponds to. So I'll bring it back up again, go up, go back into the scanning channel. It was kind of confusing at it for a second, but once I figured it out, it's fairly simple, it's easy, it's just one toggle button. USB-C, I don't know what that's for, maybe it's to power it. And then we have the HDMI out, where they include a cable, and this will go straight into your goggles. Now, I think the best way to mount this, it's not that heavy. Yeah, if you have a transmitter like this, you can either get one of those, we used to use these back in the day. You can get this like carbon fiber monitor mount where it like attaches back here, and it like has 2 struts come up like this, and then you can just screw on the monitor up here like this. Or I saw a new mount that they make where you just kind of, it's a 3D printed thing. It goes on here, and you can hinge it right here, and it'll be like this. Okay, you guys see this? This is what I'm seeing. There's a little bit of snow, which I'm not sure. Maybe it's my antennas or something, but I've got my Minion hooked up here. Oh man, what am I doing? Okay, so, no, that's not what I want to do. I went to black and white for some reason. Let me do this again. I think it might be overheating. Because, okay, so when I was turning it on before, this green LED was not on. But again, can you guys see that? The green LED here was not on. So I'm assuming it was just overheating or something like that. But of course, it's in beta. We should expect this stuff to happen. And I have the Minion hooked up, all left-hand polarized. So now we have a nice picture. Hopefully you guys can see it. I will put it here. So we're formatting the SD card. And hopefully I can record some stuff for you guys. I'm using a SanDisk Ultra. By the way, if you're using the DJI stuff, make sure you're using high-end SD cards. All right, so it's an auto record, so it's just started recording. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys, can you guys see that? Let's see. Okay, maybe I can just, yeah. So I darken it a little bit so you guys can see. Right here is the record, and I'm recording a little bit of the color chart. I don't know, you guys, it looks pretty good to me. I'm a camera guy. I'm not that picky, because you know, with this stuff, you really just want to be able to see where you're going. That's a good question. Like, what is our goal with this digital stuff? What we want to be able to see is more clarity, and we want a more solid signal. Those are the two main things. If it's not going to do those two things, then we might as well use analog, because we know that it's been around and it works. Now, the thing that's interesting about this is it claims to be a fixed latency. So whereas the DJI goggles, when the signal degrades, it'll increase the latency to compensate for the signal degradation. In this case, this is sacrificing, I don't know about the quality of the image and retaining the latency. And then the way it degrades, they have emulated how an analog signal would degrade. Now, I don't know if I can simulate that right now. I would probably just have to fly it out. Let's just go through the channels here. So the way to change channels is with this guy right here. So I'm on channel 2. Okay, and I can go up on channel 2. Yep. So I wonder what LQ is. Channel 4. Hopefully this is recording on the monitor of like that color craziness. Okay, so we see a little bit of the, okay, it's my, sorry, let me replug this power. Hopefully it comes back. Oh, it's my ESCs. You see that crazy color stuff happening right there? So that's sort of, okay, I'm getting that snow again. Just want to show you that. So this snow is sort of the emulation of what the analog degradation would be. So you would kind of start to get this kind of a snow situation happening. And I feel like it's similar to the DJI thing where it just starts getting blocky, whereas this is just selecting random blocks at a high rate, so it just kind of jumps around. So then you can still kind of see, your eye will like fill in the blank sort of thing. So there must be another way to access the LQ channels, because this is just cycling 4 channels. I don't know what the channels are, what frequency it is. Let's go to playback. Okay, so we can see all of our clips, and we can, the controls seem like it's exactly the same as like the Fatshark DVR, which is nice. So number 2 is down, right is play. Yep. Pause it, go back, down, 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 play. Yeah, so super easy to navigate for DVR. So we've now learned that in this beta mode, I'm sure they're gonna figure this out, but it seems like there's 2 bands of some kind. I'm in the HQ band. There's 4 channels that I can cycle through, and I don't know what power it's on. I hope it's on 450 milliwatt, but we'll just have to see. Anyways, sorry for all the stop and go in this video, but it's all new. It's very exciting. Thank you to Greg at Fatshark for sending me this unit. I'm gonna thoroughly test this. I know you guys are looking forward to some comparisons. Okay, let's just go over the things that we know. This is a system in which it has a 30 by 30 mounting system, so it can fit into any of the frames that you guys have. You don't have to modify it, you don't have to buy a new frame, you just fit into your stuff. Also, you can solder in your existing camera. That brings me to another important point, because the quality of this, in terms of, okay, so latency, as well as the pixel count on the sensor, depends on your camera. That means if Runcam and the other camera manufacturers make a camera using a high quality sensor, you can constantly upgrade. So that means that over the months, over the years maybe, you can actually keep upgrading this thing. So it is very, very modular. This also is going to the ground station, right? And that also means, first of all, you can upgrade all the antennas, which you can do for the other system, but this is all SMA. It's not RPSMA, so you don't have to buy new antennas. You already have your antennas. You just plug it in. It works. It has the HDMI out. It goes into your Fatsharks. You can use any goggle that you want, whether it's Fatsharks, the Orcas, Sky Zones, anything that has an HDMI in. Actually, you know what? Even the old DJI goggles has an HDMI in. It has a very, very nice screen. So I might actually hook that up and see what that looks like too, because that might be really nice. And that is my point. You have a lot of options, and people in FPV love options. You don't really want to get, stuck, using one proprietary thing. It's very open. So that's something that I feel like a lot of people are going to like about it. Because think about it. You can hook up a infrared camera for nighttime stuff. There's a lot of uses for that. Again, this is not just for racing. It's also a tool that professionals can use. So whether it's industry people, enterprise people, like if they're doing inspections, they need a low-cost, tiny drone, right? I think this thing does get a little hot. Oh yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Sorry for the long video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Looking forward to the test, as I'm sure you guys are. And we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.